All right, we're visiting with Micah Smith, the offensive coordinator here at fall camp. And Micah, good to have you alongside. Just good to be back out on the field, isn't it?
Very good to be back out on the field. Good to be away from the desk and be out here with the guys and hear the pads pop a little bit.
How have the first few practices gone for you? It sounded like Jay Long said this was practice number 5. How are things progressing with your offense?
They're going good. I asked the quarterbacks to do a lot. It's part of what we do because we want them to be able to adjust to defenses and make sure that we're in the best possible situation. And that takes a lot of learning. That takes a big curve to do that. And they've come a long ways. We had those few voluntary workouts where I got a chance to work with them over the summer that kind of got us prepared. But nothing compares to getting everybody out here and being able to do it. And so we're getting there. We're progressing slowly, but we're getting to where we need to be.
And it's good you had those voluntary practices in the summer without spring ball. Last spring, you jump in, and as a new offensive coordinator taking over, you didn't get a chance to implement your offense at that time in spring. What kind of challenges did that present for you now that you're coming into the fall?
Well, it's a big challenge, and like I said, with the quarterbacks, but also with those guys, we changed some of the verbiage and things from last year. Coach Long, it was very good for me because when I came in, he kind of said, well, what do you want to do? And so we sat down and met about what I wanted to do, and then at the end of it, we made a compromise on some things. For the most part, we're doing a lot more what I want to do, but we made the compromise. And so some of that verbiage and thing for those guys that play the skill positions and up front, they have to get used to that a little bit.
Coach, you got a schedule now. You got Colorado Mesa coming up. You've got the rival schools from the Hills, Black Hills State, South Dakota Mines twice. How good did it feel to see a schedule come out and see an opponent on the other side?
It feels great. Just to know that we're and getting out here and practicing is awesome. And even if that was what was going to be this fall, that's awesome. This is just icing on the cake. We get a chance now to go out and compete and go play against somebody else besides our guys, because you get tired of hitting your own teammates every once in a while, and so you want to be able to have that ability. And then also, just to our president and to our administration for fighting for us to be able to do that. And not everybody gets that opportunity that we're going to get, and so we're just very appreciative of them putting in the effort to do that for us.
Coaches are all out here. You guys are masking up, and I can see all the precautions you're taking with the pandemic situation. Can you talk about some more of those precautions you're taking? Make sure the guys are safe while they're out here practicing in a high-contact sport.
Yeah, we're testing once a week. All of our guys test and the coaches test, and to be able to practice. And then, we're wearing masks whenever we're in a group, and we can't social distance. When they're on the field, we're not asking to, but when they go to the sideline, we ask them to do that. And I think that's something that the kids have done a very good job of being very mature about it and understanding that, hey, if we want to play games, then we have to stay healthy, and we have to be able to prove that we're making those steps. And so those guys have all taken that challenge on and been showing them a level of maturity that sometimes you don't expect for 18, 19, and 20-year-olds to have.
Yeah, well, that's great to hear. And let's talk about your main quarterback in Dalton Holst, the guy coming back for what would be his senior year, and I guess maybe now 2 senior years for Dalton.
Super senior.
We'll take. That's great news. Get some extra games with Dalton. How's he coming along right now? What has he done in the offseason to get prepared for what hopefully is a big 5 games?
Not having spring ball, I've been told what Dalton can do and things like that, and just being able to have this and see how far we'd be able to move from the summer. If you would have came out here and watched our voluntary workouts, we're light years ahead of that. And you can tell he's a special player. I played here with a special kid and Joe McLean, and I compare the competitiveness and the savvy and the smartness of it to Joe, and he just understands it and he gets what we're trying to do. So it makes my job a lot easier, and that's he's the kind of kid to where my offense works very well, I think, because we give him a lot of freedom to make decisions that are going to put us in the best possible situations.
All right, offensive coordinator Micah Smith with his final question. Micah, your dad Brad, who of course is a legend around these parts, out here watching practice today.
Yes,
I joked with him, asked if he'd given you a few pep talk tips or anything like that, but really, how cool is it to have Dad out here watching you getting to coach this offense?
It's awesome. I was at Mayville State last year, and he came out in the fall and helped out because we were pretty short-staffed. Being a smaller high school, he came out and helped out. So it's awesome to have him out here and have him back in Shattuck, because I know this is a place that's very dear to his heart. If I have to hear him say "back in my day" one more time, though, I might start pulling my hair out a little bit, though.
We'll try and watch that for him. Tell him maybe not to say that one anymore.
That's right.
All right, Coach Smith. Coach, thanks for giving us the insights on the offense, and fun to see you out here on the field. Good luck here coming up in the season.
Thank you very much, Dave. I appreciate it.